we're here with Joseph Connor. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm not too bad, thank you. We've just been rehearsing for an evening with Chris Passey.
We have.
How's it going?
It's really good, really good. Really
Awesome. Now, let's start with you. Now, I have here that you trained at the Royal Ballet School at 15.
I did.
15.
I know, I did a year with them. on their senior associate program, which is great. And then realised that I wasn't really ballet at all. And I kind of had to decide quickly what I wanted to do. And I left there and went back to my normal school, which was Leicester Grammar School in Leicester. And I was training at a place called DuPont Dance Stage School, which is a great little local school. They're fantastic.
So you're pretty into the dance sort of thing.
Yeah, I was always really into the dance. It was kind of crazy because that was what my passion was. My mum was a dancer, and
so you were like, I could do that.
Yeah.
See it when you're growing up, like, I could do that.
Oh, but she was so much better than me. Always has been. Better feet, better facility. So.
See that, Mom? Yeah. Always, yeah. So you did quite a few competitions.
I did. I was a competitive dancer, festival kid. If anyone knows what festival kids are. I did festivals for a long while with DuPont.
Yeah.
I did quite a few. Did quite well with them.
You won a few, I've heard.
I won a few in my time. Yeah. A couple out there, but scary. It's scary to even think about them.
You sit there and you go, oh God, did I?
Yeah.
I was in that. I won that. Wow. Now you went back to school. You did your A level.
I did.
How many did you get?
I got 3. I got 3 Bs. I got art music.
3 Bs? Wow.
3 Bs. I got art, music, and drama, which my school was very unhappy with me when I decided to do art, music, and drama.
Was they like you do maths and science?
Yeah, they wanted me to do biology and something else, and it wasn't really what I wanted to do.
Boring.
So yeah, boring.
But obviously you got your A level.
I did. Yes.
And you got Wicked.
I did.
Original cast.
I snuck down to London and did some auditions. I actually was doing a local show in Highgate for a friend, just singing for them as they tapped. It was called Tapestry.
Cool.
I whilst I was there, my mum kind of messaged that there was an audition for Wicked going around, and I decided I was going to go for it. So I went for it.
Well, who wouldn't? They're like, Wicked? No,
exactly.
No, goodness.
So I went for it, and it was open auditions, and we went through quite a few rounds. I think it was 7 in total that we went through. And then in the end, we got offered. Well, I got offered the job in April, and couldn't say anything to anyone. I know I couldn't say anything to anyone. I was still doing competitive dance as well as that, so I couldn't say anything to anyone until I think it was June 26th when they announced the cast, and then I could say. So you're sitting there going, I know, exactly, and I've already been told that we had a cast list come through with everyone's contact number.
You knew everyone as well.
I knew everyone. However, I didn't really know much about Idina Menzel because I wasn't really a massive musical theatre person until I got Wicked. So it was quite weird to. Everyone was like, "Oh, you're working with Idina," and I said, "Well, I don't know who Idina Menzel is."
That's okay. Yeah, she's lovely.
She's lovely, but kind of, I should have really known, shouldn't I? Really, but
no. People say, "Who are you working with?" Idina. Like, oh my God! And you're like, she's great. She's great. She's lovely. That's awesome. But that made you possibly one of the youngest adult performers in the West End.
I was. I think I was at that point. Yeah, 17 I was, and it was 2 months until my 18th birthday. Yeah. I wasn't allowed to go to any parties in our rehearsal period, and then literally I had my birthday, and then I was allowed to do it.
Yay, party!
Yeah, party again.
Awesome.
That was fun. So yeah, it was. I think I hold that record still as the youngest adult performer at the moment. So that's kind of cool.
If anyone has any offers, then we'll see who's younger. But
exactly.
Well, that was original cast. And how long were you there for?
I did a year with them. It was a fantastic year.
Yes.
I worked with some incredible people in it, and I learned a lot about myself and about theatre in general. And then I finished Wicked without a job. And I know, scary. Without a job.
You finish. You go, yes, that was great.
And then no job. And it was scary, really scary. And I got called by my agent and was told to go for this random audition for a show that I thought was never ever going to work.
And I think I know what this is.
Yep, I think you do.
Lord of the Rings.
It was Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that was my reaction first time. I was like, really? Really?
Well, it was very strange because I went into it literally the week, maybe 2 weeks after they just opened the previews, because Adam Salter had an injury in the show, which was very much publicised. Yeah. And I stepped in for the auditions to replace him. And I did, and I went into the show, which was great. It was fantastic. Again, another incredible show.
It was weird to go, what, really? all of that on stage. Wow.
I know, it was insane. The set was incredible, and the costumes and the lights and all the technical stuff.
I was freaking terrified of the dogs. They were horrible.
I got to play those. It was so
crazy.
Good.
No, when I saw it, there was up in a circle. They like jumped on the stairs and put their hands down. I was like, "You're gonna fall! Oh my god!" And then they turned around, and I'm like, "Yeah, okay, no, that's okay." Yeah. You stay there.
They were crazy. They really were crazy. I was pretty much stuck to the stalls, but the people that went up in the top bit, they were. Yeah, it was a life sentence up there, really. It was crazy. But no, it was a great show, and that was my first show of being able to understudy a principal role, which is Legolas, which was amazing. And he had a great song with the lovely Laura Michelle Kelly, and then it was Abby Osmond who took over at the end. Yeah. But it was really good, got to see that a couple of times, which was fantastic. Enjoyed every moment of that.
It was sad that it closed.
It was
so well.
And we found out literally the day before it was announced in the papers. Yeah. Because the Daily Mail or whoever it was got wind of.
So they had to tell you guys. Yeah, because it's horrible. It's happened a few times where people have gone on Twitter or on the press.
Yeah, and they announced
We're closing? What?
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's awful, really awful. And actually later on or two there was something that I found out about of another show that I was in that was not very good. But we so we closed, and it was sad. But I had auditioned at that time for We Will Rock You.
Yes. Which
was fantastic. And again, the audition process, I have been cut every single round for We Will Rock You ever since we started.
Okay.
Ever since I started in the industry.
So
all the auditions
a few times.
Yeah, a couple of times, and I always got cut for it. And cut meaning that you get taken out of the audition process.
They go through. They go, he was great,
but he's not right.
Me into this room.
Yeah, exactly. And then
you get to that stage, and you go,
okay,
really?
That's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
So a couple of times, and this one time after Lord of the Rings, I went for it a couple of times, and I got through, and I kept getting through, and I couldn't understand because I'd never been right for it before.
So they're taking you into rooms, and you're going, what?
I'm getting through again.
Wow.
And then and so then I got the job, which was again incredible. And actually at the time I was up for Priscilla as well.
Yes.
And it was between me and Stephen Cleverley for part of Farrah, and Stephen got it because Stephen is perfect for that role and beautiful and stunning. And I was very upset, but I got Rock You. I was very happy about Rock You.
Queen
every
night.
It was incredible. He is a legend. I understudied
Rebel Leader.
Rebel Leader, yes.
What was his name when he was there?
He was. Rebel Leader was.
There were so many.
He was so many. He was. I can't remember.
I think there was Big Macker and Robbie.
He wasn't Big. It was Robbie Williams.
Robbie
Williams. That's who I played as Robbie. And it was great. It was really good, and it was a challenging role because he wasn't a singing character. He was in the show as an ensemble, but as his scenes were acting, so. That was me again taking a completely different route to what I've ever done, which is the acting side of it. But it was great, challenging, but really good.
Did you meet Mr. May?
I did meet Mr. May.
Hair. I love the hair.
His hair's amazing. Kind of very similar with the girl's hair,
right?
isn't it?
Yeah.
But obviously a lot greyer now.
And he's a guy.
And he's a guy. Yeah. That's the main factor.
That is,
Yeah, that's the main factor. But no, he was amazing. He was absolutely incredible, and so was Roger Taylor, who was the drummer. He was again incredible, and that was really fun. And and I did 2 years with them. That was the longest I've been on the show because I just loved that family so much. Georgia was our resident choreographer, and Arlene was so good, and Tony Edge, our director. Just those people just made that show for me. Definitely.
It's good when you can get into a show and you sort of get that family.
Thing. Community feel.
Oh yeah, I stayed here for a while.
Yeah, and that's how it was. It was quite nice, and also quite. I was quite scared that I wouldn't get another job after that. That's what I was worried about in the in-between because we all know that theatre is slowly quite quiet audition-wise. And a lot of actors aren't in work, but it's slowly building again.
Hopefully we get there. We're getting back there.
We are getting back there.
So many new shows.
Oh yeah, and so much to come next year as well.
I know,
which is exciting.
I can't wait. But obviously after Rock You, you was in another original cast.
I was. I went into Flashdance, which was.
I loved that show.
I know, and it was again an incredible experience with that show. I covered everyone in that show. I covered Sammy, who was one of the male friends of Alex. I covered Joe, who was 65.
Wow. Okay. Interesting makeup going on there.
Exactly. Well, no, the thing is they didn't really use makeup as well, so that made me slightly worried that 65 was my playing age now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
65 years old. You go, what?
Exactly.
Really?
Exactly.
Okay.
So I covered him. I also covered Miss Wilde, who was whenever I went on for it was Mr. Wilde. I actually went on halfway through a show in that, so that was kind of scary.
That was a bit weird.
It was
so, like,
very
they
strange.
have the female for the first half,
and then I was the second
then you
half.
turn up and they go, what?
And I had to give this line that Miss Wilde was on holiday, and I'm Mr. Wilde, her brother, Robert, covering.
Good cover.
Which
well
was
done.
So we had to put that in there, and I also covered in the end of the show. I covered Dr. Cool, which is the baddie.
Yes.
So I covered four principal characters in that show, which
that's
is
a lot
kind of
to
mental.
learn. That's crazy.
It was a lot to learn, and with also I swung that show, so I covered 4 ensemble members.
Oh my
well.
god. So when you get the pack and you're like, you gotta learn this, you go, what?
You have this Bible of things, and you rip through your Bible, and you go, I haven't got a clue how to learn this.
They go, you're on this part. Oh, which one's that?
And you go through it, and you're running through it, and I'm looking at my videos on the computer, and it's kind of
awesome.
mental.
But that was another original. I see a theme.
Yes.
It's good. It's good though. When you get original stuff, you get it, and you're like, this is mine.
Exactly, and you can really mould those characters that you play, and it was really nice to do that, especially with things like Wicked, where they came over and went, right, we're going to redo this completely, and it was nice for us then to be the moulding agent of the next shows that came along. So it was quite fun. It was very fun. And very good.
Awesome. Now, obviously, we're here for the rehearsal for an evening with Chris Passey. You're singing Kiss the Air.
I am.
Oh, beautiful song.
I love that song. I love Scott Allen, and I met him actually at Flashdance. I got him and Shoshana Bean.
Shoshana Bean.
I know, Shoshana Bean. She is incredible. I got them tickets to see the show, and I got to go out with them afterwards. I'd never met them before previously, but because I got them tickets, I got to meet them.
Come for a drink.
And it was amazing. I mean, he is an incredible man, very, very crazy with his work and everything, but he's brilliant. And Shoshana is just Shoshana.
That's it. Just
what you see with her is what you get.
Okay.
Which is great.
Awesome. Now, you're also singing a duet with Nathan Taylor.
Nathan Taylor, who is, it's called The Sin That I'm In, originally sung by Ross Hunter and Mark Evans.
Oh, awesome.
And I'm playing the part of Ross, more the part that Ross played. The part of Ross, and Nathan is playing the part of Mark. It's a kind of a cool song. It's about my character who is kind of in a relationship with a woman, and he then meets this other guy who is Nathan, and realizes that Nathan wants to get with Ross, and Nathan wants to get with me, and there's a whole kind of turmoil about whether because I'm straight, I'm now to be gay, and all this. It's great. It's fun.
That sounds interesting.
It's an interesting song. It's an interesting song.
Would it be weird if they put the girl in there as well? They're like, right,
three
of you.
Yeah, no, exactly.
What's going on here? Now, obviously, you're doing your own gig as well.
I am.
Wow, Lauderdale House.
Lauderdale House, which is on the 19th of February.
Yes.
And you can get tickets from www.lauderdalehouse.com.
And they're a great price.
And they are a great price. Great price. And I'm being backed by the lovely Jamie
Lee Pike.
That's it. Getting there before me.
I'm there. Sorry, I told you.
You know all the information.
I am psychic.
Jamie Lee, and she's fantastic. And we're going to I do a 45-minute set, which is in the second act, and there's going to be a couple of fun guests.
Special guests.
We have got some fun guests coming.
And have we announced those already?
We have announced 2. We have one more coming, but I'm not going to announce that person yet.
Oh, okay. Well, we got Sabrina Aloesh.
Yes, we do.
And Newly Ockett.
I know.
Awesome.
So fantastic people. Sabrina, obviously from Rock You, and Newly from Priscilla. So it's so lovely to have those 2 coming in to do some little bits with me.
What kind of songs are you going to sing?
We're going to do musical. It's going to be very musical theatre. Just purely because that's what we all 3 of us love. And that's us. That's us as performers. So, and especially me. And I will talk about. The night is all talking about where I've come from and what my songs that I've gone through in my career with. So my favourite songs.
So you get to go back over stuff and go,
and go to talk about some stories that kind of went on and fun things and banter and stuff in theatre. So it's kind of cool.
It should be good.
It should be a good evening. It should be a really good evening. And it's MD'd by Mr. Chris Macklin. So it's a night for Jen.
Night for Jen.
Yeah, so he's going to be MDing for me, which is great. Which is really good.
Well, go. If you're free on the 19th of February, why not?
Buy tickets.
Why not?
Or call.
I'll call. Call or online. It's okay. Or just go in.
Yeah, just
go in.
Just
pop
appear.
up.
Just appear.
Like, here's my money. Now, I'd like to ask if you're having annoying audience stories or habits that you hate.
Okay, so
we love audiences, but come on, guys. There's always those.
Put your sweet packets away for a start.
Of course, yes.
So I think that's everyone's pet peeve.
Mobile phones.
Oh, mobile phones, sweet packets. I had, in Lord of the Rings actually, I was on for Legolas and I was standing on stage and we had a punch-up in the stalls. Nice. So never punch someone in the stalls whilst the show's going on. Because we had police officers that came down and had to take them out. But
did you carry on, or did you just go?
We all carried on, and then suddenly people were taken off stage, but I was left on stage on my own.
That's really neat.
And then found myself having to get myself off stage on my own, which got a few laughs from people in the audience.
You stand there and go, I'm coming now.
Yeah,
hey,
exactly.
That's edge away slowly.
I think I realised when I'd said my line and then no one answered it, and then I had to just go, leave now.
Okay.
And leave now.
Okay. Oh wow. No fighting.
No fighting. Fighting's bad. Fighting is bad. Just we've had people faint and pass out in the theatre and stuff like that.
No death like I've heard before. Oh my God.
No, I've never had that. Fortunately.
Some people have.
Really?
They said, South Pacific. I was like, people died. What?
Wow.
Died? Wow.
People died in South Pacific?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, don't go.
No, okay.
It's death.
Clearly.
Yeah. No,
don't go see South Pacific.
Don't go. Well, do it. It's not good people. It's good. It's great. But if you're in that part of your life, don't go.
Oh yeah,
don't go. Now, do you have any random facts for us about yourself?
About myself?
Yeah.
I am an advocate and quite open about this because I like to dispel the myth that it's a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
But I've recently had hair transplant surgery.
Awesome.
Can't really tell right now because it's in that growing stage.
I did see the photos on Twitter.
Yeah, there's been lots of photos on Twitter. If you go back on my Twitter account, which is @joke_Connor1234, you can see. And I had it done at the hospital group, which is in Hammersmith, and they are very, very good. And I'd advise anyone who has problems or feels that they want to go ahead with some sort of surgery for their hair, either contact me on Twitter or contact the hospital group direct because they will sit down.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
And it's nothing to be ashamed of,
Yeah.
exactly. And it's bringing back something that you want to have back, which is my hair.
And it's good that you can be open about it.
Oh, I'm
so
so open
people get
about
embarrassed, but
I know, and I don't know why people
No.
get embarrassed. Like, have it done if it makes you feel happy. Have it done. Exactly.
Why not?
Exactly.
I'll wait for those days. Don't worry, I'll be there.
Well, you've got
sure.
a very, like I said, like
it won't last
lots,
long. It won't last long. I can show you that now. Stress. Oh God.
Oh bless you. It must be stressful.
Well, that's lovely talking to you.
I know, lovely talking to you too.
luck.
Finally.
I know.
Finally, get to meet you. I've been waiting to meet this lady for a very, very long time.
No,
it's great. It's kind of like that. Someone said to me upstairs in rehearsals, you've got an interview downstairs with End Wendy, and I kind of nearly passed out, so I'm very, very happy.
Well, I am happy talking to you as well.
Thank you very much.
And thank you.
No, thank you.
See you on YouTube. See you on the show. See you anywhere.
Come and see me in Lauderdale House.
See you at Lauderdale House. Yes. Bye.
Bye.